Hello everyone. Today I, Divija, welcome you on behalf of TechTable. TechTable is an EdTech startup by students of IIT Madras which aims to connect engineers to opportunities. As they construct a bridge between students and startups, they match the portfolio requirements of the companies with the skill set of the students, thus making the internship fruitful for both. So, for this special session, please join me in welcoming Sumangala, who is my classmate and a friend. So Sumangala here has joined IIM Ahmedabad. So we're going to ask her a couple of questions. So Sumangala, first let's start by you can start by telling us about yourself and your educational background.
I'm Sumangla, as I've just said, and I'm currently pursuing my BTech from Aerospace Engineering. I'm graduating this year.
When did you decide that you were going to go for MBA?
So in my second year, I was thankfully I was lucky enough to come across an opportunity to work in a startup as core team member. I was the role was that of an operations role, and so the work it started as 6 months intern, but then I ended up working there 2 years. So I liked that kind of role, the work, because it was a startup work. So all the management kind of fell on our shoulders. We were just a team of 2 people at that time. So the role was extremely varied. We worked in very different kind of segments. Some day marketing, some days it was a business development, and I liked that line of work of managing, of taking care of like interns or like just that line of work was something I liked. I was not very sure about what this exactly is, but I knew that it lies in the management sector. And after that, I took up PORs in a similar roles. Like I did one in a marketing, that was a publicity from Sarang, and then there was like management kind of a POR that was like shows and exhibitions role. So these experience throughout the institute like kind of set at least like a stepping stone, like what I wanted. I'm still not sure what I exactly want from MBA, but I know that that it falls in this line.
So you actually wanted to go for MBA instead of going for a job, right? So
not really exactly. So as I've just said that I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want from my MBA. So thankfully, IIMA provides an opportunity for you to defer for 2 years so that you can gain some work experience in the industry. I've gotten a role for business analyst, which I believe that will provide me with necessary experience and opportunities, and make me more integrated in the business world, so that I can make a better use of my MBA. So I'll be doing my job for next 2 years, and then I'll be joining IIMA.
Okay, great. And what's the company you're going to do job right now?
Oh, Bridge I2I Analytics. It provides analytical solutions basically. I'm yet to join actually. We have not gotten our roles yet.
So maybe why did you want to do MBA in India rather than in abroad? So
I think it was not a very it was not a very conscious decision by our own. I think the kind of the international international scenario at the moment with COVID and with many other issues, especially in US. I just know India felt like a much safer option and much like an option I already knew. Along like MBA is going to be hard, as like everyone says. I didn't want to add like extra complications on it. In further in life, if that's the kind of opportunity I want to take up, then I'll go for it again. I still have time.
Okay, great. So this now we'll move on to the preparation for the exam. So when exactly did you write the exam? Like which year?
I wrote it last year, and like I have written it for 2 years. Like 1 year, I just went for the feel of the exam to check how what exam entails, and then next year I gave the exam.
Okay, so 2019 and 2020, right?
2020, yes.
So how did you manage your studies with your other final year studies, let's say? How did you manage CAT preparation with your final year studies?
So final year is always hard for like everyone, that's given. But here's the thing: we have placements along with it. I consider one of myself as one of the lucky ones out of three the segments of CAT. Verbal ability is like one of my strengths. It's like where I'm good at. So I never had to really prepare for that. Other two comes within the part of the placement preparation, the quant and the ILR. So that kind of wrapped the whole thing. So I just had to prepare for my placements and like do my acad simultaneously. It was hard, but I think the fact that we were at home and the academics were not as rigorous really helped the.
Okay, that's great. Did you have like some sort of schedule for studying?
Yes, I did. It's kind of like I mostly did like I started with mock tests, like at least to assess myself where I stand, because my previous attempt at 2019 was extremely horrible. So, but it did give me an insight of where I stand. Like if I to go and write exam today, what I'll score at. So taking that in mind and some early mocks, I made like like as I predicted, my verbal ability was pretty good. So I kept that aside for the moment and I focused on DILR and quant. And then it was like topic wise and like it was basically figuring out is like what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, and in the given time, what the things I'm not good at, what I can improve. It's basically like figuring that out.
Yes. And there is like a mock test, right, for writing CAT, like before writing CAT. So like, did you analyze your results from that? Like, if so, like, how did you do it, and did it help you?
Mocks are, I think, the most important part of CAT preparation, honestly speaking. And it's just not one. You have to continuously give. Like I used to give like 1 or 2 months before the CAT, I used to give mock tests every 4 days or 3 days once. And analysis is obviously a very huge part of it, because it makes you realize that where you are lacking, which because most of the times it's not that you don't get the concept or you don't know how things work. It's basically very silly mistakes that you make. And it's usually like similar kind of mistakes you keep repeating as if you don't analyze. So that's what I did. Like give mocks every 3 days, check where you're lacking, where you're not. It will give you a pretty clear picture. Revise the topic, give the mock again. That was how my CAT prep went throughout.
Okay. So, then how was your written ability test experience?
Written ability test, I think, was there only for Bangalore and Ahmedabad interviews, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember giving one for Calcutta and Lucknow. These were the 4 I had given interviews to.
Okay.
Written ability test on the both sides, it was actually very easy, honestly speaking, at least for me, because I write, I read, so I think I can say that be well in current affairs. It's mostly asking for your opinion. It's not like they're testing you on something. It's basically just asking your opinion about the common problems that exist nowadays. I think for both of the if I'm not wrong, Ahmedabad had like children in today's technology, like technology versus playing outside, and for Bangalore it was government schools. So these are just very commonplace, like things you hear in daily basis, you see in daily basis. Just have an opinion, be informed about them, and that should work out.
Yeah. So you are advising people to be like kind of well versed in current affairs?
Please, that's extremely important from both, writing ability perspective, interview perspective, and also being generally well spoken. The more you read, you're better spoken, is what I feel. You have a better vocabulary, you have a better, and it will definitely help, during CAT. My verbal ability section, I swear to God, I have not practiced at all. I'll just do the mocks and that's about it. That's because, reading. I think I suggest people, most of the people actually find problems with verbal ability section only. So I will say start reading very early, like at least newspaper columns are there, newspapers are there. So just keep reading and start early, and that should cover it up.
That's nice. And how many months did you prepare for CAT?
I started preparing, I think, as soon as my semester got over. So I'll say May of 2020, I started preparing.
Okay, and the exam was in November, right? Great.
November.
Yeah, and what about your personal interview? Like, how was your experience? And what kind of questions did they ask?
Questions I felt were always along the lines. It's like they will ask you something about current affairs, they'll ask you something related to undergrad studies or work experience if you have any. And then they will ask you generally this thing. Like that's what my experience was, at least. It's usually like, come along that lines. Bangalore was extremely interesting. They were asking me about like, how do you develop business opportunities or something. So the thing is, you cannot really prepare for interview, but you have to prepare. There's no like set scenario where you can like, yeah, this is the system they're going to ask, and this is going to like page they're going to ask, and that's how you answer. Some of my friends, they asked me one question and they dragged the whole interview through it. I didn't face such things. So I would say just prepare. It's like, be well versed in like, whatever you're speaking, whatever there's a chance that they can ask you about. It's basically always current affairs, your undergrad studies, why MBA, and it's along those lines. Basic HR questions, it's along those lines. So be well versed in those and have an opinion and be strong about it, but be aware of like what they're trying to say. They will always try to guide you in a direction. They are not there as your enemies. So keep an ear open, listen to what they are saying, but also be firm where necessary, is what my suggestion for interview will be.
Yeah, that's actually a great advice. And okay, in your opinion, do you think that people should go for a job first and then join MBA, or then go for an MBA first? Like, will the recruiting people, they consider people who have done job earlier?
Yes, as far as I have heard, many companies are open for the people who have job experience and don't really open for freshers. But that being said, chances of getting like, IIMB, IIMC are very low in general. So like, if you do get them, then taking the risk of like, I'll do a job for a year and then I'll go back and write again, because IIMB and C don't offer deferment. So it's a trade-off and it's a very risky move to take, but having a job experience, like, usually like, enhances your profile and like, you can make better use of MBA with your work experience.
Okay. So, I'm talking about, let's say in your interview, and if you have job experience, or let's say you don't have job experience, will that reduce your chances of getting in?
Oh, no. See, here's the thing. Different IIMs have different weightage for the job experience. Bangalore gives a really high weightage to job experience from what I know. Calcutta, not so much. So it basically depends on IIM. But when it comes to interview, it's not that way. It's like, if you have work experience, they'll basically grill you on your work experience. If you're not, they'll grill you on an undergrad. And like, you can see from their websites also how much weightage or marks they give for the work experience. But apart from that, interview-wise, it's not like they'll look down upon you or something.
Okay, that's great. Is there any like message you would like to give to aspiring students? Any advice? Any tips?
It's the things like, like most of you have already been like, given, you have already given many entrance exams maybe. So you'll understand that like that one day, the D-Day, matters a lot. So you may have prepped like, very hard from 6 months, but if something goes wrong that day, then there's no do-over. So I would suggest like, don't take such failures too hard. Know the difference between like, not prepping properly or just having a bad luck that day. And just like, keep trying these things. Like a lot of people like, getting like, good percentile after like, for 2 or 3 years of prepping. Some get it in like in the first attempt. Just don't get disheartened by it. Know your prep, know what you are capable of, know what you want to do, and just like, work alongside it. Then it's going to work out. Right. Basically, don't get disheartened if things don't work out like you want. Keep trying.
Okay, so one question I think I missed is, you said you are currently working, right?
No, I am yet to start.
Okay, you're yet to start. And so did you apply for this job like after writing CAT or before?
Placements, right? I start for placements this year.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So yeah, I guess that's it, like from my side. So thank you so much, Sumangala, for like giving your tips and your experience, sharing your experience with our viewers. Yes, thank you once again. So bye everyone.
Bye.